Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the London Monarchs. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Down, 50, plant, 59, get in the right room, get in the right room.
Throwing on first down, Jones. And his first look is incomplete. It was Nick Nelson that time who got a hand in to break that one up. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. And it's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
General West.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Switch. Check three. Hey, lock it. Check this guy. Big river. Now
a run with McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Watch out. Check three. Check 24. Hey, Sam off. 24. Get it.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Watch the shit. Check 52. Switch. Watch twist. Go. Ready.
They'll run with a big man. This is Adams. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Break. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Rip right. Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Mike 42, check. Mike 42, go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch twist. Hey, check 24. Bam.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Hey, team 6. I don't think you got it, son. Check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you. Blue draw Corkers. Don't get nervous. Watch twist. Hey, Charlie.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Come on,
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Here we go. Hey, exit. Shit. 6-6, pull it high. 5.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. We're scoreless after one. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This quick pass complete to Sutton. A huge play there on the screen pass. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Cheetah.
On first down, it's Grant, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Hey, switch gears. He's checking. Crash. Hard. Ready.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Down. 70. Indy. Here we go. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. You got three down. Hey. High 7. 57's right. Let's go, D. 57's the mic. Look at me. Zipper. Here we go.
To throw on second down. McGill. Got a man. That's Richie James. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
64.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. 8, read. I know you ain't got it. Hey, Alpha. Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, watch the slant. Watch his flag. Watch his flag. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the curve.
On 1st and 10, McGill gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Check hot route. Hot. Check. Go.
McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Leo.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Good work, D. That's how we ball, fellas. Keep playing hard.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Check. Crunch.
They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Josh Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Jones now on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
We're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
This is Grant, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Look at me. Go, go.
From the 27, Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 17 yards and a giant first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New York.
Ready.
Check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Squeeze, double.
Come. 50, Mike 50. I'm coming up to 61. Matchbox light. Hey, Wahoo. Watch the safety creep. Switch. General West. They go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Monarchs 7. Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch your slap, watch your slap. Watch your slap. Wide, get wide.
Protein spill.
Kill.
SOS.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
On the ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check. Joker. Undercrush.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
Blue draw corkers.
Check 43. Slam. Switch it.
Hey, Sam on. Deep grip.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Shoot.
Go on. Get it.
This is McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that